Hey guys, Jessica here. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about posing. How do you pose someone who isn't a professional model? How do you pose someone if you don't really have a lot of experience? I'm going to be giving you guys my personal tips and tricks on how to pose people in the best way possible for your next photo shoot. So before we get started, I would love to thank the sponsor for today's video, Squarespace. So let's say you're meeting somebody up for the first time, you're going to take their picture. You never met this person before. You show up at a park and you guys both get out of your cars. First things first, go introduce yourself to the person, have a little conversation, kind of explain what you're going to be doing. I find that people photograph better when they're more comfortable with you and they kind of know you, even if it's just for like 5-10 minutes. If they just kind of get to know you and talk with you a little bit, they seem to loosen up instead of just, okay, you guys both get out of your car and you're like, okay, go pose near the swing set and yeah. So it just start off with that. Start off slow. Give the model some direction or instruction. The key is to be specific. The more specific you are, the better. So what I'm talking about is, let's give you some examples. You can say like, oh, just fix your hair, like pull this one strand to the back, or like fix something near your neck. And as they're doing that motion, you can kind of snap something real quick where they're kind of doing the motion and it ends up being a really nice shot. You can say reach for a branch, reach for, your watch, reach for your shoelace, something so that they're occupied doing something else instead of, being so focused on, okay, am I posing well? Oh, I'm nervous about this. So when you're giving them something to do, it's good because it kind of distracts them for the moment. And then it also gives you an opportunity to get them moving, loosen them up, and then also get a movement shot or an action shot. Another thing you can say is act like you're picking up something, or flutter your dress, spin around. There's so many different things. And making people also feel silly is a good way to loosen them up. So as a wedding photographer, I've seen so many photographers do this. They'll have the bride and the groom whisper like their favorite dessert in the bride or the groom's ear, like in a weird voice, to make them laugh. Little stuff like that kind of triggers moments and emotions. The second one, don't give too much instruction or too much direction. You definitely don't want to be micromanaging somebody. You want to give a little bit of instruction and just see where it takes you. And every now and then, again, positive reinforcement, like I always say, and then a little bit of instruction and a little bit of posing. Reference photos are also a great way to help pose somebody because they can visually see a pose and then do it themselves. And I know that some photographers always say like, oh, I don't like when clients show me a picture from Pinterest because I like to do things like my own style. But honestly, I really don't care. You can show me 15 pictures from Pinterest. We'll do them all, to be honest with you. Listen, I got like 15 boards saved. Which one do you want? Do you want my feet posing board? Do you want like my Pokemon Go board? Do you want the Animal Crossing interior design board? Because I suck at that and my town is like in shambles and it looks like a garbage can. What I'll do sometimes is I'll have a folder on my phone with photos that I like and poses I like. So if I'm ever stuck and I don't know what to do next, I'll literally just pull it up. I'll take a second and I'll show my clients one and I'll be like, hey, can we do this pose? It helps if they're visually seeing it instead of me just trying to like put something together on the spot. Even though I have a lot of poses memorized, even for me in a high stress situation, sometimes I need a reference image. So there's nothing wrong with it. And they're very handy to have. Dedicate 10 to 15 minutes when you first start as a warm-up round. Like the first couple shots, they're probably not gonna go that well. Okay, let's be honest here. When you're working with someone for the first time, they're gonna be really stiff, but I'm telling you, just wait like 15-20 minutes, a little bit posing, like a little bit of jokes, laughing, why did Henry cross the road? Henry the chicken. And everyone starts laughing, you're hilarious, you're the talk of the town, and you're over here, you made her a supermodel because of your jokes and your posing tips from this video. First couple shots, just think of it like a practice round. Don't go in thinking, okay, the first few shots gotta be the cover of Vogue. It's not gonna happen. Another main tip is if everything fails, use a prop, okay? It's the saving grace of every photo shoot. Like things going wrong, hey, get a disco ball, get a fake phone from the 1900s. Props are great because it gives the model something to do. It allows the focus to not be completely on them, and it's fun. It's fun to hold a prop. It's fun to find different ways of taking everyday objects and photographing them. So I would say introduce a prop and just see where the model goes with it. Give them a little bit of instruction. The prop doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be a flower, it could be a book. You can literally have them like holding a book. You can bring your own prop. You can have the model bring a prop that they like. People get excited about picking things to use in a photo shoot. So just think about every way that you can introduce a prop to also enhance the creativity in your photo and give the model something fun to do. Before we continue, I would love to thank our amazing sponsor for today's video, Squarespace. I've been using Squarespace for so long now. My photography portfolio is using Squarespace. Our new photography podcast, Light Muse, was created using Squarespace. I love their platform. It's all in one, meaning you don't have to download any external plugins or like we used to have to download scripts and everything for features, but everything's all in one. It's so easy to use. There's a lot of drag and drop features, which I love. There are templates, so if you want to change up your website look the next day, you can do that. It's very easy to use. I mean, I recommend it to all my friends. I recommend it to you guys for a reason. They have beautiful portfolio galleries. So if you want to display all of this work, if you want to show before and afters, there's so many different kind of like carousels and galleries that you can choose from. It's very customizable, which I love. It's just a lot of fun to use. You don't feel stressed out using it. So, and one thing that's great about it is they have 24-hour customer support. So if you ever run into any issues, or if you need help customizing something, there is someone to help you. So I like the options and the customizable features that they offer and the beautiful templates. It's amazing. You guys definitely need to check it out. So head to squarespace.com/Jessica. You can use my code for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. You guys, seriously, if you're making a website, use Squarespace. It's amazing. You're going to love it, honestly. Okay, and it's a place where you can put all these pictures that you're posing people with. After you have all your clients, you can put them up on this website. It's gonna look good. So let's get into the next tip. Another key tip is to simply change your angle and your perspective when you're taking the shot. So if a model is sitting down on the ground, instead of having the model constantly moving around and changing up her pose, you as the photographer have the model stay still, and then you can change up how you're sitting, what your angle is, to get a completely different shot. A lot of the times I'll have clients like sit on a set of stairs. I'll take a photo of them facing the stairs, and then I'll take a photo where I physically move, in the back of the stairs, and then take a photo of them looking back. I just have them look back. So I kind of take advantage of every angle without having to move the model. The last thing I would recommend is visually show the pose yourself. Some of us are not good at explaining. Trust me, when I'm trying to explain to people why I'm always on Animal Crossing, they don't get it, man. They don't get that I have to take care of 10 residents. I got bills to pay. I got like a $2 million basement loan. Some people just don't understand, okay? And I don't want Bob the cat to move out, okay? He's very special, and my dad, I just got him, and I feel like he doesn't care about like my time, my island, and everything I'm doing. But seriously, sometimes the best way to show is to just do it yourself. So a lot of the time, I will actually do the pose. So I'll be like, okay, move your hand kind of like this, do something like that, just visually showing them and then having them kind of mimic that is the best way to get your point across. And again, if you need a reference photo, you can pull it out, show them, and kind of tweak it when you need to. I'm a very visual person, so that's how I like to learn. Those are my tips. I really hope they helped you guys, and let me know what you guys want to see for the next video. I would love to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.